Oh, something
So
changed? Okay.
we're uh, we're back. You guys, when we last left our intrepid heroes, or I don't know how intrepid they are. I guess it varies from individual to individual. We what the heck? There's a piece of tape stuck to my keyboard. Where did this come from? That's bizarre. Sorry. You guys followed the message of your your former platoon sergeant, Erin Wall, to her apartment, which you accessed relatively easily. Found the place empty. Hadn't No one had been there in months. Found that she left you a message, and the message explained that she was going to Hanson's planet, uh, and that if you were seeing the message, she was probably dead. She recorded the message months ago. And she was asking you to go to Hanson's planet, find the redundant hard drives that were in the basement of the LaSalle Bionational building there that could hopefully blow this whole uh, this whole thing wide open. That LaSalle's hiding something. Um, After some discussion, of which Patch was seemed to be of the opinion that maybe we didn't really have to do all this, and some convincing by Grizzly. You guys went to a bar called the Brown Coat and chartered a ship's captain to take you to Hanson's planet. He also directed you to a low-level legitimate businessman named Badger, who helped suit you guys up with some equipment. He even left you guys with some cash when it was all said and done. Um, and yeah, that's kind of. I think that's kind of where we left off. We kind of ended on Alien the Accounting as you guys got geared up.
All right. Has everyone gotten the equipment that they wish? Or do we need to?
I look
Uh,
good.
just check on the nap relief again. How are we set for that? Remind me how
Oh,
many.
that's true. I got 5.
Okay.
I don't know if anybody else have any.
I do not have any.
So maybe I'm the carrier for the nap.
I thought
I do. I have. Where did I put that? Net relief times 5.
Okay,
I mean,
good.
they're tiny items, right? So can we?
Yeah, as long as we keep it to like 5 or less, I'm not too worried about it.
What is
Now
the
I'm
penalty?
speaking. I'm speaking as a game player because Grizz doesn't think he needs any nap relief.
Never get stressed, right?
Well, we'll see.
All right, I think we're good then because I've got 10 never sleep pills too. Um, and the surgical kit. And I don't know if there's any other like health kit other than the surgical kit that maybe you would want to take. Actually, I'm maxed out on my encumbrance, so never mind.
What's the penalty for encumbrance?
That is a very valid question. Uh, what the
I
heck
can
did I do? Oh, there it is.
put it in
When you
here.
are encumbered, I believe you're incapable of running,
Nope.
and
All right.
there is another issue as well. Give me 1 second. Um, if you are over encumbered, you must make a mobility roll anytime you want to run or crawl in a round of combat. If you fail, you must drop what you are carrying or stay put.
Okay. Oh, but the pack eats one weight, right?
Correct. The pack gives you one for free,
Okay. All right. So I'm at 7 of 6, so that I'm
so
at
you're
max.
good.
Okay. I would like to run in this game, preferably.
Why? Why do you guys all get so worried when we play Alien?
All right. Well,
We need to run a game for you, apparently.
yeah. And
Oh,
It's
Grizz,
going to be
I-
Marty just by himself
I would love that.
with four DMs. And then this happens. And then this happens.
Ugh.
on encumbrance, Grizz still has 3 left.
Shit, you can carry my whole character. All right, good to know. I mean, is there any benefit to you taking an extra weapon or something for redundancy purposes?
Um,
An anti-tank weapon? Is that where you're going with this?
You know,
I don't know.
the Kyle out of the slim out of the
MVP,
Kyle, whatever.
MVP, remind me how much the pack can hold?
The pack holds 1 for free.
Holds 1 for free. Okay. So,
Just loosen a strap on your Molly chest plate, and Kyle's character can just sit in your chest rig, you know?
Like one of those baby holders.
Exactly. Facing forward.
Master Blaster.
Master Blaster.
I just watched that the other day.
Master Blaster. Who runs Sparta Town?
the epoxy clips. The epoxy clips.
That's right, the epoxy clips.
Frankly, if there's something else you think we need, I can carry it. The other reason I'm saying that, though, is that if there's something we have to carry, you know,
Right. That makes sense.
anything while we're out there that I have to carry, I've got those slots open, so I can be the pack mule for stuff that we have to take, that we have to find along the way.
I think we're good.
That's good to know, because I think I'm getting down to it. Yeah, I don't think I can carry one more thing.
Yeah, next.
Because you said one thing goes in your pack, right? So if it says 7 out of 6, that means I'm 6 out of 6.
That's right.
Okay, yeah, I'm maxed. If I see a penny, don't pick it up.
Oh, man. What's funny is there's actually a talent in this game called Pack Mule, where you can carry twice as much as normal without being encumbered.
Oh, wow.
That seems
Wow.
hugely overpowered.
Yeah, so Grizzly be able to carry 20 weight worth of items if he had that.
Wow.
I'm walking around with a power loader on my back. Yeah, it's just what
Wouldn't
I
be
do.
able to get through any doorways. Oh man, I just noticed Grizz has a talent called Rapid Reload.
Yeah,
Makes
Yeah, you-
reloading a fast action.
you should each
Cool.
have 2 or 3 talents. Yep. Yeah, I built these characters with a little bit of XP, so they have a couple extra talents or maybe an
Ah, I
extra
appreciate
pointer
that.
here or there in skills.
I guess the reason is these
I'm
new
tough.
sheets, these new player sheets, instead of having the talents like listed 1, 2, 3, 4, they're at the bottom. You have to click on each one to get the description and have it pop up.
Oh, boy, I'm glad you said that.
So if you look at the bottom of the talents box, there's different ones that you can
Yeah.
highlight, and then it'll tell you what it does.
Yeah.
Because
I'm
I had
glad
it
you
on
said
hot.
that.
I had it on the first.
Oh,
I
get
had it on the first one.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Marty VP, you just got the
Man.
VP award, Marty. That's why they call you Marty VP. You see? Because you do stuff like that. Nice.
+2 contact to get past locked doors. I could have opened the
Oh.
fridge.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
Oh, that's and when you actually went through the door, that would have given you +2 on that as well. Yeah, as a game master, it might have been good for me to make sure you guys knew what your characters had. That's my fault,
well,
perhaps.
it's
Okay, we haven't really
it's
started.
it's simply because what the old sheets, these have been updated because the old sheets, I thought they would you could list the talents and then you had to squeeze in any small description you wanted in there, but they were all in your face on that box. Now you have to look, one's highlighted at the bottom with those titles, one's highlighted, and if you click on, and so I didn't notice, frankly, I didn't notice those down there until recently. So then, so I saw I had 3 talents instead of just one. Cool. All right. So I guess we've got our stuff. Uh, my notes don't tell me when we were supposed to meet at the ship, but I guess we ought to get on with it. You guys ready to go?
Ready to go. Let's go see Alan Tudyk about a ride.
All right.
Who said Alan Tudyk was
Two
involved?
dicks.
Um,
But only if his plane came in on time.
yeah, oh man, yeah, yeah. He was supposed to be at he was supposed to be at one of the cons I did recently, Tidewater Comic Con, and his plane didn't arrive, and they were trying to get another plane, and then that plane had a technical problem, and the net effect was he just didn't make it. Um, his social media post said apologized, said something like, "I'm not going to tell you who the airline is, but it rhymes with Schmerican."
He should have said, "I'm a leaf on the wind.
Yeah,
Watch how I fly."
watch how I soar.
Watch how I soar. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I watched
Well,
a compilation video of people reacting to that scene, and there were a lot. The amount of shock and outright tears was pretty impressive. Uh, anyway, all right. So you guys head over to the spaceport, which is within walking distance, because the brown coat was right next door, pretty much. And he'd given you the bay number to find his ship in. I think it was Bay 4. I don't recall, but as you guys walk in, I don't recall because it was something I just improv'd right on the spot. I didn't write it down. Uh, it's an old Bison class transport. I mean, it's an old beat up looking ship. Um, but an airlock door is open. One of the cargo bays is open. There's a big guy, not grizzly big, but pretty big. There's a big guy in a t-shirt and this really ridiculous multicolored wool knit hat, moving some crates around into the cargo bay. There's this chick with a shotgun strapped down the side of her leg, uh, uh, doing an inventory. It looks like Reynolds sees you guys coming in and gives you the look over. Let's be blunt, you guys are now all wearing armor and you've got weapons and all sorts of shit. And he says, "Looks like Badger got you set right up there."
See, friend, and he says, "Where do you want us to shack up?"
He says, "You can leave any gear you want right here in the cargo bay. I've also got a common area for the ship's crew. It's not going to take us long. We're talking about once we take off, we're talking about a 4-hour flight to the to where my shuttle is waiting for us. So it's not going to take us too long. You know, I mean, if you really need quarters, I can get that figured out. I've got a couple of guest spots."
He nods and I guess stashes gear in the cargo bay and makes himself at home.
All right.
Same here.
So just to
Roger that.
Same.
yeah, move it along a little bit.
Mhm.
Um,
Hey, we're used to Spartan accommodations. It's
that's right.
easy to just hang out in a drop seat, just fold down seat in the cargo bay.
Yeah, you're after all, you're Marines.
We're Marines.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, once a Marine, always a Marine, right?
So they say.
So the independent core systems vessel Serenity finally finishes getting packed up, and Reynolds lets you all know that they're taking off, leaving the spaceport. Uh, after a couple of hours, he comes walking into the probably the ship community area where you're all hanging out, and he says, "We're about to rendezvous with my shuttle. If you folk want to come up to the bridge, and we'll get this show on the road."
I don't think there's anything else that we can do here while waiting, so I think we're gonna go with him.
Yeah.
Um, he wants us to go to the bridge before taking the shuttle.
Yeah, because he's coming up on a rendezvous, so.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Uh,
Good.
the Patch will take his beer with him up to the bridge.
Yeah, so the command of the ship is it's not a huge command center and gets a little cramped with all of you filing in, especially when you got a guy that's twice as big as everybody else, like Grizzly. But you're looking out the viewpoint or viewports. You're coming around on a small moon, and as you close in, you can faintly make out the outline of a ship that's in orbit there. Uh, Reynolds pilots the ship pretty close, and then he shit. Hold on, I'm sorry, my phone keeps going off. Work is driving me damned insane. It's like, guys, figure it out. Sorry.
That's what I tell my clients.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah. As you're walking out the door, I could figure it out.
um, he uh, he he hits his comms channel, and there's a big monitor screen built into the side of the wall, and it crackles and statics and comes to life, and you see a guy on the screen. He looks shockingly like Alan Tudyk, with a
Shot me.
kind of wearing a button up, kind of wearing like a button up Hawaiian shirt, if such a thing exists. And
I'm actually wearing one.
there you go. On the control panel in front of him, he's got like a bunch of little figurines. He's holding one so in each hand, and he goes, curse your sudden but inevitable betrayal." As the one in his left hand, which looks like it might be a T Rex, bites into the other one, which maybe is a Stegosaurus or something. Um, Reynolds goes, Wash, you paying attention?" And he kind of looks up and he suddenly brushes his arm across the console. All the figurines go flying. He goes, "Yeah, Captain, just tidying up." Reynolds says, "Good. Take off and dock with us. You're coming aboard, and I'm taking some guests out in the shuttle." And Wash looks at, and he kind of goes, "You're taking them out in the shuttle?" He goes, "Yeah, come on, just get docked up with us." And he kills the comms. And he looks at you guys. He goes, "Well, you guys should go ahead and get your gear together. It's going to be about 30 minutes before we can transfer over to my shuttle. It's a 9-day trip to Hanson's planet. We'll be in cryo for most of that time. Now, as I've mentioned, Hanson's is off limit. I can't stick around there for long. When I drop you off, you're gonna have 24 hours. If I don't hear from you by then, I gotta head out."
So Patch nods, and would he know when you say forbidden? Is there any traffic? Any other
No, it
ship
is
traffic
it
on the
is
sector?
on complete UA quarantine. There are boys all over the system that say the system is off limits.
Okay, so 24 hours in and out. Well, all right. Well,
It'll be
Patch.
like we were never there.
Patch is sort of chattering in Spanish, something about being glad that guy's not coming with. And he heads down to the cargo bay, throws a empty beer in the recycler, and begins going through his pack. You see him like sorting through cables and shit in his duffel bag.
You got a comm unit, right? Ready, right?
Is that like a discrete piece of gear?
Something to communicate with the ship from the surface.
There the armor you guys bought has comms built into the helmet.
Oh, sweet.
Yep.
Awesome.
Oh, I'm bargain at half the price.
Excellent.
Awesome. All right. Well, he's just going to be doing his check of all his electronic gear and whatnot. Yeah, and I don't think there's anything else of note to do before we go into cryo.
Well, right now we're just getting ready to transfer over. We're not going to go into cryo till we get on the transport. I mean, on the shuttle.
Right. I didn't know if this is we were montaging the travel or what.
Oh,
Yeah, I've been just kind of moving it along.
okay. Well,
I mean,
then,
but anything you guys want to
so we
do. So.
grab our gear and crunch over to the newly docked shuttle and stow the gear someplace where it won't be, be loose. Make it secure. Get ready for cryo.
And Patch is like sort of making commentary throughout the whole way, and he like shoulders his duffel bag, and he says, "Reynolds, you got a big cryo tube for this one?"
Grizz was thinking the same thing. He's looking around.
Push two of them together.
Yeah.
I feel bad for your neck, Oso.
Reynolds says, I think we can probably rustle him up in one of them. So the shuttle is the shuttle that Doxson is attached is it's a C class ship, so it's tiny. I mean it's I mean you're talking a C class ship is 15-20 meters long. It is big enough for thrusters, an FTL drive, and cryo, and that's about it. That's about all it's got on it. But Reynolds assures you that it's equipped to help avoid detection, at least for a certain amount of time. So there's six tubes on board. I see the three of you pushing down on Grizz, squishing him into one of them. I mean, am I just fast
That's
forwarding
funny.
or?
Yeah,
Okay.
let's get on with it.
I do have a question though.
Sure.
So who's policing? Um, what's it called? The planet? Or,
Hanson's planet. It's
Hanson's planet. Yeah. So who's under whose control is it?
UA, United
UA.
Americas. Yeah,
Okay, and we're coming from the independent system, right?
correct.
All right. So
Yeah, it was a joint United Americas LaSalle Bionational colony. Um,
Was.
well, I mean, it's been it's
quarantine.
I got yeah. Just
yeah. So Reynolds, he messes around on the console for a few minutes, programming the course. This shuttle's got a very basic Apollo computer system. It's definitely not one of the more advanced mothers that you get in newer ships. Uh, but he spends a few minutes programming the course and the FTL drive, setting up the cryo system, all that stuff. So he says that the cryo tubes should wake us up just about before we pull into orbit.
All right. Is there anything that we need prepped and ready to go before we are in orbit, gentlemen? What do you think? I mean, as it stands now, I think we're good to go.
Oh, I think we are. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, all right. So you guys all get into your cryo tubes and they close, there's the hiss of the vapor being released that starts to put you to sleep, and you
I like to
guys go ahead.
I like to think the patch is like opposite, the wall of maybe of Stitch, right? And like the tube closes, and like echoing behind the glass, uh, you can you hear him say, uh, "Good night, Puntada," and he winks, blows you a kiss, and then the ice freezes him over.
So put you on the spot a little bit
Hmm.
because you guys are in cryo for 9 days. Do any of you dream?
Yeah, good question.
Uh, Having read your recent book here, Marty, I'm not sure I want to answer this question. But
I
yeah, why
I
not?
needed I needed a therapist's perspective on a couple items. So the book that I just finished writing, Whispers of the Sower, I've, I've got Kyle looking it over.
Oh, nice.
There's some
Yeah,
dreams involved in that one.
uh, Patch does dream, yeah.
Huh, what's Patch dream about?
Patch, so I think he is clearly very stressed out by all of this and trying to put on like a front of like that he's the funny guy. He's been put in charge against his will, but he's not cool with it on a mission he doesn't want to do. But he's trying to be agreeable. He also thinks that Grizzly will snap him in half if he runs off with the money. So he's I think he's under high stress and he's broke. So and he's feeling helpless. So I think his dreams are sort of like anxiety ridden. This is sort of the show up to drill in your underpants kind of dream, or like uh, or your teeth fall out kind of dream.
Oh God,
That
I
those
hate
kind of
that
like
one.
unsettling.
I
Yeah,
have that one about once a month. I hate that one. That's awful.
ugh, it's the worst. The worst. And it's just kind of like uh, yeah. I don't know if there's like specific content, but he's
That's good. That's cool.
yeah.
I'm
It's
in.
just sort of those unsettling, anxious dreams.
Anybody
Stitch
else?
is Stitch. His dream is a little more nefarious. He's got a recurring dream. He's in a large vaulted ceiling, looks like a greasy, grimy factory, and there's a machine just chugging away in the middle of it with a conveyor belt that goes in and a conveyor belt that goes out. And there's a line of colonial marines going into the machine, and when they're exiting, they're on the conveyor belt, all jacked up with wounds and bullet holes and whatnot. And Stitch is just at the conveyor belt, just trying to rescue them as they go by, but he never has enough time to spend with each one to make sure that they're right. And since he's in cryo sleep, he has a little bit of um, lucid dreaming where he realizes and he can't escape from this conveyor belt until the 9 days are over.
Wow.
That was
Ooh.
that was dark.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I like it, but Jesus. Okay.
Leading into the character.
No, I'm in. All right. What else? Anybody?
Um, Grizz goes into cryo, and that's it.
I love that.
Static.
It's just, one moment he's awake, and the next moment, he's not. And then some moment later, he'll be awake again. Uh, I think I mentioned this before, guys, but on his sheet, his wits are 2.
He's got
So
on and off.
yeah, and it's usually people with higher brain function and intelligence that have really, wild dreams. He doesn't he doesn't dream much.
All right. And
The few the every once in a while when he does dream, it's usually grabbing 2 guys and smashing their heads together over and over again. One of those fun dreams.
Yeah.
perfect.
All right.
Uh,
Sharif.
Sharif, does Longshot have a dream?
No, Longshot sleeps like a baby.
Good.
He would have thought that he would have had like disturbing dreams as he would normally have them before combat, but this time for some reason he feels great when he wakes up,
No, that's
and
good.
he's a little bit confused.
All right. Uh, so
It's because he has a reason to fight this time. You see?
there
You
you
see
go.
what I
Oh
did there?
Yeah,
wow.
I
You see
like
what
it.
I did there?
Yeah, I'm in.
You see that?
Yeah. The so the dreams that you all may or may not have eventually fade into the cold dark blur that eventually starts to turn into a white blur as you guys come out of cryo. The By the time you start to wake up and peel your eyes open, the lids to the cryo chambers are already up. Um, uh, Reynolds is already sitting on the side of his cryo bed, probably programmed to wake up a few minutes before the rest of you, as you're all starting to lift yourselves up, and he's walking across the room to check the console. Is wakey time easy for everybody, or do we lose Jim?
Nope, I'm here.
Oh, not Jim. Who'd we lose? We lost Marty VP.
Oh, you did. Sharif, you there? Seemed quiet.
I'm absolutely here.
Okay.
Just rabies.
God.
um,
Nice
uh,
callback. Nice callback.
Thermo,
so
did you disconnect and reconnect, or either?
My internet belched. I don't know
Oh,
why.
okay. All right, just making
So
sure.
I'm back.
Okay, no problem. Sorry, go ahead.
uh, so I don't think Patch is a morning person, but I think he feigns it because that's just like what he does. And like he thaws out and he like comes out kind of like squinting and sleepy, and he leans up against the cryotube and he looks at Longshot and he says, "Bueno dia, sleep well." He's looking at you, Sharif.
Oh, I'm sorry, bro. I thought you were talking to Grizz this whole time.
Oh no.
Yeah, I slept good. Longshot says, peeling the old chewing gum off the inside of the cryo tube and putting it back in his mouth. I guess we're here, huh?
Like Saving Private Ryan. You got any more of that? And he just bites off part of it and hands it to him.
Yeah.
He says he like motions with his thumb over his shoulder and he says, "I think mine was broken." And
Are you 62 now?
and he like feels his face. And he's like, "No, why you ask?" He like runs off to look for a mirror.
Yeah, bro, you look 62. Your hair's all gray.
After only 9 days.
And then as things settle in, Patch will do another equipment check and he'll gear up And I think we should armor up, boys.
Well, Grizz is um, he has to gingerly get out of the cryo tube because if he puts too much weight on one part of it, it might dent or fall over, tip over. Uh, uh, Hachi, what is that? What is that? What is that awful drink that restores your electrolytes? What do they call that
Oh, it's
stuff?
called hydration.
Yeah. Oh, it's just called hydration.
Yeah, with an 8 instead of the
Yeah.
AT.
Yeah. Hydrate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
Trademark patent
Anyway,
pending way you.
he grabs a bottle of that crap and starts taking it down because when he comes out of cryo, he always feels like he's got like a hangover headache. Clearly, it's clearly it's from messed up uh, electrolytes and lack of fluid. So he pounds that crap down. And what kind of containers that stuff come in?
Oh, I'm sure it's a small bottle or something along those lines.
Plastic, probably.
Probably, yeah.
Okay.
Um,
Well, he hold on. Let me check his sheet for a second. Oh yeah, his agility is 4. So when that bottle empties, he takes another one, drinks it down, and then he shoots him like a basketball shot at the recycle bin. Hits those suckers right in the middle of the hole. Says, "Let's do it," and he heads over to gear up.
so Reynolds got dressed at some point. You guys aren't sure when, but he's looking over at the terminal, and he says, "Well, we're right on track. We're entering orbit right now." He goes, "I can bring us down. Um, it's a question of where you want me to drop you. There's only the one city.
Well, Cabron, is there a LZ on the archive? Is archive library? What's the what's the building we're going on?
It's the LaSalle Bionational headquarters building. Yeah."
There's got to be a corporate landing pad there, hey?
He says, "No. There's the spaceport, which is nearby in the eastern part of the city, um, where all the industrial sections are. There's also a large park on the western quadrant. That's where uh, that's where Wall had me drop her."
What is the closest we can get?
He says the park is actually the closest.
uh, Put us down there. I have not stretched for 9 days.
He says I can do that. All right. So he starts to make planetfall as you guys gear up. Uh, we're we're not going to go with all the usual piloting roles and all that stuff because it's
We
just
all die. We
yeah,
burn up.
exactly. What would be the point, right? Um, so Reynolds, he's not a pilot, but he's good enough. A little bit of turbulence, he gets you through, and he brings the shuttle down, uh, and the door starts to open, a ramp heads down, and you're in. Just looking out the door, it's a looks like you said, it's a park, but everything's overgrown. There's bushes and trees and shrubbery and kudzu vines and all sorts of stuff just everywhere. Everything's overgrown and unkept, like it's been you know untended for, well, a decade or more, because it has. Um, must be daytime because there's kind of a dark red glow outside very low light. Um, Reynolds says, "All right, well this is it. Like I said, 24 hours. You've got my comm channel. If I don't hear from you in 24 hours, I gotta get out. My shuttle won't stay undetected that long."
You'll be in orbit?
He says, "I will."
All right, friend. Thank you. And he, slaps the edge of the doorway and like walks out into this like uh, ruined, overgrown area. And as the shuttle begins to like power up or whatever, and head out.
One of you gets sucked in the engine. You're dead.
Yeah.
uh, Patch he like turns and looks back at like everyone armored up, and like for a second he just like feels like he's back in the shit with everyone, and he smiles, and he says, "Just like old times, eh?"
Back in the saddle.
In and out, 24 hours. And he like looks around and he says, "Okay, so if you're Sarge, which direction you go?" And he like looks around and he looks for like layout marks.
So you are in a you're in a huge park area. It there's grass that is there's waist high grass everywhere. There's rows of bushes. Off one side there's maybe a quarter mile to your left. There's a bunch of old playground equipment that's all rusted, falling apart, and overgrown. As the shuttle takes off and there's all this wind and everything as it leaves the area, it takes a moment for things to die down, and when it everything's silent for a few seconds, and then you start to hear the first sounds of chirping birds in the trees, something rustling in a bush over there, stuff like that. All had gone very silent when the shuttle landed and took off, but the wildlife seems to be coming back around.
Now, would I have access to a digital map that would,
I think it's safe to assume you've got a basic because you have a PDET, don't you?
yeah, I kind of, you know, hand waved it as this patch that folds over his eye.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So you're about you're about 7 miles west of the LaSalle Bionational headquarters building, which is about dead center in the middle of the city. The section of the city you're in is set up basically as a residential area.
Okay.
So it's homes and businesses and the park. The southern quadrant of the city uh, is more white collar oriented. The eastern quadrant is all industrial. It's all factories and stuff like that. That's where the old starport is. So yeah,
You said 7 miles.
yeah.
So he like flips down his thing and like he takes a minute to sort of like take in the data, and he's like moving his head around in all directions and kind of like orienting himself to the map. And then he like pauses and then he says, "Over there," and he turns back and he says, "That fucker dropped us off 11 clicks from the target." Uh, he whips up his map and he says, "We in for a hell of a walk."
11 clicks. I do that in my sleep. Let's go.
"I'll be right in your back, also."
Classic Grizzly.
And
So
If you ever
Grizzly,
get into any real heavy combat, I'll be right behind you every step of the way.
you're on the death list now, Winger. Um, so Grizzly starts heading off towards the center of the town.
Guys, hold
At
on. I'm sorry. I got a call I
oh,
got to take. I'm sorry. 1 second.
no problem. You guys want to take a bio?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Hell's yeah.
Sure, why not?
Cool.
Sorry about that. All right, I'm back. All right, what were we doing? Hello? Are you guys there? Hello? Oh, never mind.
I have returned.
Me too. When was this back bite? What you had?
Let me see. Not yesterday. Not the day before that. Not the day before that. That was when I got the rabies shots. It was the day before that. So how many days
Sunday?
did it say? Like, yeah, sounds right.
Oh my god. Dude, you have the worst luck sometimes.
And I got to go in this afternoon for more shots.
Oh. Blows. Oh, I'm relieved I don't have to take my mother-in-law in today. I'd drive all the way out to Lutheran General if I had to. Don't mind spending time with her. It's just it's a little emotionally taxing.
Yeah, I'll bet.
Yeah, it's fucking dementia.
All right, everybody here?
I don't think so. We took a bio.
Yeah,
Jim
sorry
and I are
about
back.
that.
That's okay. It's no problem. Yeah, we're waiting on Kyle and Marty VP.
All right, I'm back
Welcome.
and better than ever, baby. Sharif, I saw you texted me. I haven't had a chance to check it out.
No problemo. Just miniature stuff. The huge.
Oh yeah, well I love that shit.
The huge.
I just in late, out early, trying to give everyone, the attention
No
required.
expectations, bro.
Okay, I just want you to think I'm ignoring you. Sometimes I'll sit on it if I can't give it the proper attention.
Sit on it, Potsy. Remember that shit?
Yeah.
Sit on it, Ralph Mouth. Sit on it.
Third grade, we were seeing that shit all over the place.
Sit on it. And then somebody said sit on it to Fonz once. I think it was Mrs. Cunningham, actually.
Oh yeah, only when they could get away with it.
And then she used to call him by his real name. What was the Fonz's?
Arthur.
Arthur.
Fonzarelli. Arthur. And you go, hey, Mrs. C. Let's go upstairs. Mr. C still at the hardware store.
Hey Jim, how you liking Alien the show or whatever?
Oh fuck yeah! It takes you a little bit to get used to because the style of filmmaking and directing is different than what we've seen before.
Hmm,
But once you figure it out, it has a lot. It actually makes a lot of sense with the RPG books because it is way more involved in all the different factions, and
okay.
so you're not, it's not a colonial marine centric story or even a space trucker centric story. It's more of a, well, at least for right now, it's more of a corporate kind of thing. But there's a lot of callbacks to the movies, but they're not cheesy at all. So yeah, I like it a lot. I've only watched the first episode. Megan's watched the second one. She said it was even better than the first. So,
Cool.
highly recommend.
Where's that streaming?
Hulu.
Hulu.
Hulu. Okay.
My only concern is they got to get their shit straight a little bit from the standpoint of canon. um,
Well, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I haven't really
I haven't
watched it
seen,
with
now
that
understand,
eye
full
on it, but
disclosure, I haven't seen the show, but all I mean by that is prior to the Alien RPG coming out, or right about the time it was coming out, the main writer for this RPG, his name is Andrew E.C. Gasca. He
mm,
wrote the book, the canon book um, for Disney, basically, on what
uh,
is canon for Alien and what is canon for Predator. He wrote two different books for them, and that
uh,
Alien and Predator as a mixed universe, as well as Blade Runner as a mixed universe, are not canon at all. That they're all separate, except now we're literally heading into mixed universes. We know for a
yeah,
fact that in the next Predator movie, Wayland Yutani is in it, and there's
yeah,
Wayland Yutani synthetics. In fact, I'm even going to make a prediction after the last trailer drop that there's not a single human being in that movie. I think every person shown is a synthetic, but we know Wayland Yutani's in that. So,
yeah.
there's and I'm curious what this is all going to mean for the established canon of the RPG. Of course, you guys know I play fast and loose with that anyway. So,
I don't know. I think the storytelling is interesting, and the angle they're taking with kind of the recklessness of tech billionaires in that world. Um, it's not as in your face as the as like Prometheus, but
mm, gotcha.
it's like how it all started, and so it's it's really it's interesting. And before we get back to the game, just real quickly, I want to endorse that movie Weapons.
Oh yeah,
Probably
I've
one.
heard it's great.
Oh, I think it's one of the smartest, and I mean, really, I don't know who the director or writer was. I deliberately stayed away
It's
from it.
Krager, the same guy who did Barbarian.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, but it's much more. It's a great story, and it's a dark comedy. It's almost like a combination of Scream and Cocaine Bear.
Yeah.
it's just,
Well,
it's that kind of fun,
it's proof that Hollywood does not have to spend 3, 4, 500 million dollars making movies, because the budget was 40, and in its opening weekend it pulled 48 domestic, 70
Yeah.
international. You
It.
know.
I mean, the actors are phenomenal, and I mean, just it's so good. It's so good. I saw it with my son yesterday, and went out of there. I would stay for a second showing if we had the time. It was really good.
Yeah, it's on
So
my list. My
yeah,
ever-growing list that I never find time to shorten.
yeah. And I balked at seeing it in the theater because I only really usually try to see everything at home unless it's like a spectacle movie. But it's worth seeing in the theater because it's
Mm.
just. Yeah. Anyway, go ahead with
No, it's
Death
okay.
and Mayhem and Alien instead of.
And as one more side note, the Red Sonja movie is getting a lot of really mixed reviews, which is what I was afraid was going to happen. So
Yeah, we called that.
yeah, Yeah, there's some people that are like, it's great, and then there's a lot of other people that are like, no, it's fine. I haven't seen anyone outright say it's bad, but it suffers from a lot of the script. It seems like it suffers from a lot of the script issues that a lot of modern movies suffer from.
Do not watch
So
the
it's bad.
yes. Don't watch the new War of the Worlds on Amazon, or if you want to watch it, put it on just to see how terrible
Oh,
the
I've heard
idea
it's
was.
horrible.
I mean, it's just a terribly executed idea. I mean, I watched the first 5 minutes, and then I'm like, wait a second, is this the whole movie? And so I started fast forwarding it, and I'm like, yep, this is the whole fucking movie.
Yeah.
It's got a 3% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah.
Oh, it is horrible. I don't know how they got Eva Longoria. She must have needed a new car or something.
I mean, in all honesty, has there ever been a really good adaptation of War of the Worlds, except
Well,
for
the
maybe the
50s.
original black and white?
50s were good.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
was good. Actually, the people were commenting on it, and a lot of people appreciate the Steven Spielberg one.
Is that the
Why?
one with Tom Cruise?
Yeah, I mean
Well, it's closer to the book.
yeah, it's not perfect, but it's I love the alien machines in that one.
Yeah, well, in the book they were not flying machines; they were
No.
these tripod walking machines. So it's closer to the book in terms of what. Anyway, okay, let's get this going here.
That-
So it is like I said, it's daytime. There the red gas giant that Hanson's planet, quote unquote, orbits, dominates the skyline. So there's this kind of this soft red glow that just shines across the park and the cityscape looming beyond. It's certainly not bright light by any means. It almost feels like a perpetual dusk type situation, but everything is kind of bathed in red.
So,
I will.
oh, go ahead.
Sorry, yeah, I was gonna flip on the motion tracker just to do an adjustment.
Alrighty then. Go ahead and uh, go ahead and make a power roll on it.
My sheet says 0 power.
No, the motion tracker. Ooh, what's the power rating on that motion tracker? Give me 1 second. I don't recall off the top of my head, but we're gonna find it real quick because I opened straight to the gear section. The motion tracker has a power of C page 86. Wow, that was great, guys. Thanks a lot. Power supply of 5.
If it was a web page, you'd go to the next web page, and then it would say, click here, and it would take you back to the original web page.
That's right. That's what I dealt with Amazon all night last night.
Oh,
Why is
right
it
off the
showing?
bat.
That's weird.
No,
Why?
no, 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 no. He's good. He's good.
Oh,
Why
panics,
is it
right.
rolling panic dice for that though?
Oh, it's just whatever dice it's showing. It's no problem.
Okay.
But you didn't. Yeah, you didn't have any. You didn't have any face huggers, so the power still
Right.
holds true. You're good. So there is motion. Um, I mean, this thing's got a pretty good range outside. It doesn't extend past the park, but there's motion within the park. Unfortunately, the motion tracker doesn't really tell you what you're tracking, but there is movement in the park itself. You can, if you want to throw an observation roll on top of that, I'll let you, Stitch.
Yep. I got a pretty good observation too.
All right, 2 successes. So what I'll tell you is that the motion seems to coincide with what you tend to think is movements of animals through the park.
Disorganized, just kind of.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be anything major. You do have a stunt that you can use for a question on the list, or if you want, you can put a +1 on your next observation roll.
What page is that for the?
Shit.
Sorry.
I just closed it.
Well, I got the cheat sheet right in front of me. Let's see. You can, well, the questions you can ask aren't that helpful. Is it coming for me? Are there more of them close by? How do I get in or past or away?
Yeah, I'll just bank it then.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right. So yeah, just do me a favor to help keep track of it. Just put in that there's that big empty appearance block on your character sheet. Just put a plus. Just type in there +1 on your next observation roll.
Got it.
All right.
Gris,
Uh,
Gris looks over your shoulder at the display. He looks right at you and says, are we worried about some wascally wabbits? Let's
Yeah,
go,
just
guys. We're not covering this 11 clicks standing around.
does
Alright.
does the carryover from the I don't know what are the things on the cheat sheet? Does that go from session to session? Because I have like an observation one banked. Does that remain?
Oh no.
Boo! I should have observed, Malcolm.
Oh well,
Yeah.
no. From session to session, yes, no, it does stay. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Okay.
It does not from scenario to scenario, but it stays within the game. Yes.
Okay.
So you still have those, yeah.
Great.
Longshot will take point,
Okay.
and he will be using his stealthy talent.
All right. Refresh my memory. That does precisely
That
what?
is +2 to mobility when attempting to go unnoticed.
Okay. Alrighty.
Which he's not attempting to go unnoticed from his squad, but he's attempting to be unnoticed from everybody else.
All right. So go ahead and make me a mobility roll and give a +2 if you don't mind.
Okay. 1 second, +2. Did it show up?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Big time. 3 successes.
Yeah. So from the standpoint of from that standpoint, and I'm going to since you did that, I'm going to make it roll. Shoot, I can't do it that way. Hold on. All right, so that is an equivalent of two successes. So yeah, you're being extraordinarily stealthy. You do have a stunt that you could use on that mobility roll.
I do not recall mobility stunts. I'm sorry.
The mobility stunts are you can give a success to a PC, another PC in the same situation as you. That doesn't really apply here. That's more of a you know, more of a specific situation, avoiding falling into a pit or something, or something like that. +1 to a later skill roll, while or another +1 to another mobility skill roll later on, or you may impress someone.
Well, is there anything for getting there faster than normal?
Not on this, no.
Okay. I will bank a success, I guess.
All right,
Plus
that's fine.
1 to
So +1
mobility.
on your next mobility roll. So long shot, he as he said, he takes point. He kind of moves forward ahead of the group, and uh, while you guys have your eyes on him, he almost really melts in with the foliage, and then he appears and moves ahead to another position. If you didn't know he was there, you would never see him.
Watch and
Um,
learn, bitches. Sniper school. Sniper school's in session.
that's right.
Love it.
So
It's ninja school is what it is.
that's right.
Killer, stealthy, and tough.
It's pretty much it's very much a just a walk in the park, as it were. Yeah, that's right. You know, there's the chirping of birds here or there. You know, there's small animals, some small rodent esque thing that you assume is Hanson's planet's version of a squirrel. You even at one point see a dog. It kind of gets surprised by Longshot and growls at him and goes running off. Beyond that, there's not much as you're moving through the park. You're heading towards the eastern end of it, and in the distance there's rows of prefab building, colony standard construction stuff, and somebody can make an observation roll for me. It really doesn't matter. I don't need an observation roll for this because you can't miss this happening. Okay. Um, you're a couple hundred meters away from the edge of the park. There's a row of trees and bushes that kind of obscure your view of the city streets and the buildings, and you hear something in the distance. It's kind of a maybe you don't all hear it right away, depending on what your observation scores are. But it's kind of a low hum, and it starts to grow in volume and proximity, you realize it's not a hum at all. It's the roaring of lifter engines. And
Longshot
go ahead.
shouts, "Cover, cover!" and he looks for something to hide himself under.
Okay. Who's got the lowest mobility in the team?
Mobility.
I should say agility plus mobility combined.
I got a
Okay.
3.
4.
5.
Okay, so 3 would be it. So since the group is taking cover, this is a group stealth, and when it's group stealth, it's the person with the lowest mobility makes the roll.
I have a banked +1 to mobility. Can I
You
give
can use
that?
that. Yeah, you can give it to him.
Boom! And then can I assist on top of that?
No,
Okay.
Group mobility, just one person makes the roll, but I will let you
All
use
right.
the plus
So
one.
I'm gonna take it
Oh,
off my
you
character.
Thank you.
succeeded. Yeah.
Ooh. That came in handy, huh?
Yeah. It
Oh,
should.
yeah.
You all take cover, and you look up and you see a dark shape that it seems to be approaching, but you realize it's too high in the air and it actually passes over you. It's a small G-class shuttle that goes over the park heading east.
Huh.
Did it originate from our destination?
No, it came from the west.
Okay.
We're
We heard it lift
we're
off.
heading east
Yeah.
ish.
Can we see any particular identifying?
Sir, you
marks?
asked the question. You can make an observation roll.
I asked because I have +1 to observation roll banked.
There you go.
Nice.
So go ahead and remove that and
So I'm
make your
going
roll,
to
sir.
remove that, and I will give you an observation roll. +1. Computer. Working.
All right, 2 successes. It's definitely equipped with stealth technology. So very much like Reynolds shuttle, but much more modern, much more up to date, sleeker. And there is absolutely no doubt whatsoever that you spotted a LaSalle Bionational logo on the bottom of it.
So
That's some special forces shit right there.
Patch swears under his breath, and I like to think maybe we, after it passes, we all, take cover under the same awning. And he says, "What the hell was that? I thought there were no. I thought this was forbidden, friend."
Well,
That was a Wraith class stealth shuttle.
Nice.
Know your enemy.
Any markings, amigo?
Yeah. What was it again?
LaSalle.
LaSalle
LaSalle
Bionational.
Bionational.
LaSalle Bionational. This is some high budget stealth shit going on, man. We're in deep.
Well, they do own the colony, and my experience is big corporations get to do pretty much whatever they want.
Yeah, but there's no good reason why they'd send a stealth ship here, is there? I mean, not good for us anyway.
Doesn't matter. We're not alone.
That must mean this facility is manned.
Sarge, what did you just get us into?
No kidding. And he, Patch says, "But are we equipped for a frontal assault on a manned installation?"
Fuck no. It's just the four of us.
he
Wait
like-
a minute. You're talking
like-
about just
yeah.
the four of us. We can take on all these wimpy bionational nerdy pukes. Oh,
It's in the Grizz. He survived.
no offense to
Hanson.
nerdy pukes there, Patch.
he
Grizz thinks because he survived Hanson that he's invincible.
Right.
He can still get killed, you know.
I am with this one. And he like flips down his eye thing, and he's like, "I'll call Reynolds. Get the pickup, no?"
Let's get on with it, boys.
Come on.
We're not going to let a wimpy shuttle flying so high they couldn't even see us stop us from our goal. Let's go.
Come on, Patch. Let's see if there's not a back door or something.
Back door. He said back door.
I can open any back door.
It's Grizz's favorite.
Deliveries in the rear.
Back door man.
I find it. He fills it.
Written on his helmet.
Oh boy.
This reminds me of work.
A bunch of old guys turn into teenagers.
Grizz turns and continues.
All
The
right.
shuttle's gone, right?
Oh yeah, it disappeared off to the east.
Yeah. So
All right, somebody's going to say
time
it.
to get on with it, guys. Let's
Somebody
go.
has to say it, and it's going to be me. Stay frosty, guys. Stay frosty.
Patch nods.
And Longshot will get back on point.
All
All
right.
right.
You reach the edge of the park and you have to push your way through some very dense foliage. You get on the other side of a hedgerow, and you're in a city street. That runs north to south. A little bit to the north, there's an intersection with another street that heads east-west. It's all very geometric and square, very Midwestern. Um, Sorry, we got a thing here in Virginia, guys. Roads that are north, south, east, west do not go north, south, and east, west. 288 south goes more east than it does south. I mean, it's kind of crazy. So anyway, sorry. There's just a row of old dilapidated buildings, uh, uh, that have been. It's mostly prefab stuff. Some of it is construction with facade to look more appealing. Shops or office buildings, that type of thing. One of them, well, let's see. Who wants to make an observation roll for me?
I'll do it.
All right. Do you have any bonuses?
I do. I have +1.
All right, so go ahead and use that up and make your roll, sir. Oh,
Oh
that
man.
didn't work.
I'm gonna
Okay.
push it.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah.
Oh, type error cannot read properties of undefined substring.
Okay. Let's.
What does that mean?
I don't know. It sounds like we have a. All right, so hold on. Let's
Glitch and roll 20.
Yeah,
A glitch.
I'm gonna try this manually see what happens. So I pumped your stress level up once, and you had a 1 die bonus. All right, so we just have to do it manually. You have to add your stress point and then just re-roll. The
Okay.
push button's not working.
Oh, it tried to divide by zero, I bet,
Yeah,
or something,
yeah. So
something weird. All
yeah.
right.
So we just have to do it manually. No big deal. So you have a success. Um, it doesn't look like there are street lights as well, but it doesn't look like any of these buildings have power. And one of them over its gray facade, it's got painted in huge red letters, "No noise."
Guys, this is on the cover art. This has
It
got
is
to
on
be
the cover
important.
art.
It is on
And so, do you relay this to us?
Yep.
See, that means that guy right in front is me.
There you
Because
go.
I'm on point.
That's
See?
right.
Where's Grizz in this lineup?
So we've got comms in the helmets, right? So we don't have
Correct.
to do things. So yeah, I just opened the comms channel and saying everyone there's warnings about making noise. Uh, Seeing as that we're already not alone, perhaps we should heed this. Everybody be quiet.
And does Jim? Do you have stress? Is that correct?
I have one. Yep.
Okay. Marty, what's this talent that I have? What skill would that be? This banter talent?
Oh, banter doesn't require a skill roll. It just requires you to tell some kind of joke or something along those lines that reduces the stress level of everybody who hears it by one.
Oh,
It's
that's
kind of
great.
like what Hudson was doing throughout in the beginning of Aliens.
All right, lean into your bard qualities right now.
So Patch like comes up to you and he's like, "No noise, eh? Pull my finger, eh?" And he sticks his finger out at you, and he's like, "Come on!"
I look,
And
I look at
slaps you
him
on the
quizzically, and I go ahead and grab his finger because I know what's happening.
shoulder. He tries, but he can't. He can't pull it off.
No, at least you didn't shit your pants.
Next time, Cabral. And buck up, eh? And he slaps him on the shoulder.
And Stitch smiles and chuckles a little bit. Stress goes away, I guess.
Yeah.
Grizz, this is all over the comms. Grizz says, Patch, you're the Comtech nerd. Do you see, are there any, we being surveilled, any cameras or anything around?
And he gets serious for a second and clears his throat. And then he nods. He says, "Uno momento, also." And he puts down his little eye patch thing. And, or I guess it'd be under his helmet, but you couldn't tell. But he does it anyway.
Yeah.
And and then could there be some sort of like observation roll through
Yeah.
my like electronics kit or something?
Yeah, I think this would just be a straight observation roll. If you have any banked bonuses, you can use those.
I do have a banked bonus. I believe that bonus is it 1 or is it what's the number?
I thought you had one.
Yeah, 1. Okay. Yeah. I just didn't know what the die number was. So dice to add 1. Here we go.
You don't see anything. There doesn't seem to be anything. No electronic observation for sure. Excuse me. Sorry. Like I said, it doesn't look like anything around here really has power.
So he like takes a knee and he's like got his hand to his helmet and you see him like looking at the ground and like almost like he's seriously processing data. And then he says negative also. And he looks over and he's like, "Wait. What is this in your browser history, friend?" "That's disgusting." And he stands up.
That's disgusting. What website was that? You did have a second success, so if you just want to bank a +1 on your next observation roll, that's fine.
Yeah, we'll bank it.
All right, go ahead and just type that in your
All right.
sheet. So yeah, the street you're on heads north to south. Like I said, not far, just maybe 100 meters to the north is an intersection with another east-west street. Um, uh, yeah, yeah.
Okay. Um, go ahead, Barney. Or what were you saying?
Oh, Grizz just he shakes his head about the history comment and starts starts walking up the street towards the intersection. Guys, yeah, we gotta get to the east somehow, get to that building. But uh, as you guys watch him walk, you can tell that. First of all, let me ask a question. It would be obvious to us. I don't know if it requires an observation roll, but when you say streets, are there any vehicles? Is there any garbage? Is there any
Well, yeah,
um,
as you
stuff?
walk as you walk, there's there's the occasional piece of paper blowing across. There are some small animals, like I said, small rodents like squirrels, that type of thing. There are a couple vehicles. They look like they are um, ancient and rotting in place. They've been there
All
forever.
right.
You know.
Well, anyway, Grizz is. You can tell he's not just stomping along, and he's not picking up the pace or anything. He's trying to be quiet. He's making sure that he skirts around anything that might make a noise. He's
Okay,
okay.
not a
Hmm.
problem.
He's using his superior agility and mobility to make time, but not make noise.
No problem. As you guys make it up to the intersection, the road narrows as it continues north. The intersection is with an east-west road. The road that heads west continues to border the park. Where it heads to the east between a series of buildings, there, for lack of a better word, it looks like a barricade, a makeshift barricade. There's a tractor and another car that have been kind of parked nose to nose at an angle, blocking it off, and there's junk piled on top of it, furniture and rock and just all sorts of shit.
So, is there a mechanism for like activating the motion tracker kind of like at a regular interval?
Um,
For
Not specifically, but if you want to just tell me what your plan is on that. If you said you wanted to run it like once a turn, which is 10 minutes or so, I can do that. That's fine.
yeah, like that, or entering a new zone or a new
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, I can do
Okay.
that. Of course, I will operate under the belief that you're turning it off, then on again, and off and on.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'll have you make a power roll every so often, but that way, yeah, basically just establish that you're keeping an eye on it. Essentially,
Yep. Yep.
that's fine, no problem.
Okay, excellent. Should I make one now?
Yeah, go ahead and make a power roll. Why not?
Yay.
Okay,
I
drop
will.
your power by two. But
Good.
as you
Good.
move away from the park and into the city, there doesn't seem to be any motion.
Motion is clear, boys.
Well, Grizz looks at you guys and says, "Well, what do you make of this? Are they trying to keep us out, or are they trying to keep somebody in?
Um,
We got to get to that LaSalle building."
Roger that. And he does this look like lived in? Like, is there any like recent? Um, I don't know. Is there any way to tell?
Observation check if you like.
Hmm. All right. Well, I guess I'll do an observation
All right.
just for.
Use
Do
your
I
plus
have to
one.
use the banked?
Yeah,
Or
that's kind of the house rule we made because
all right.
otherwise they just continuously stack up. One success. Well, maybe a good thing you did. It looks like based on the the dry rot of the tires and
Mm.
the rust of the metal and just the way everything, like the way it's all piled somewhat haphazardly, it looks settled, like it's been here for quite a while. Doesn't look like it's been disturbed in quite some time.
Well, also, you're right. We got to get to this building. I don't like barricades on a bio company planet. And I guess we should continue to push for that building.
All right.
Roger.
This is very Gears of War.
Does the barricade stretch completely across the street
It
from
does.
building to building?
It blocks the street entirely.
And it's pretty high?
Yeah, it's about 8 feet tall. I
Is
mean,
there
it.
combat damage around?
What's that?
Is there damage from combat anywhere?
Based on, I'll give you that information just based on Patch's observation roll. No, doesn't look like it.
Holy
Um,
crap! Sorry, they're
how
cutting a tree down right in front of my house, and there was just a humongous crash. I'm gonna go take a look real quick.
Okay.
Okay.
You were going to ask a question, Chris.
Um, yeah, I'll just ask, if I look up the street to the north, is there another cross intersection up there somewhere?
Um, I would say not within, um, not necessarily an intersection, but it does look like there might be alley breaks here or there,
All right.
between some of the buildings.
I'm just looking, obviously,
I'm back.
all right. So did the tree fall on anything?
It's laying across the street. If it hit the street, that's what I felt in the ground. Was the tree
Oh.
hitting the ground? It's huge. I can't believe how devastating that is to my neighbors. I feel terrible for them. That
Wow.
tree was so huge. I don't know why they cut it down. It's probably the biggest tree on my street. It's enormous. I don't know, 3 feet across, maybe two
Oh
feet
my
across.
God.
I don't know.
Wow.
It's big. It's old. It's big, and they chopped it down. And like I said, it's laying like halfway, 2/3 of the way across the street.
Might have a disease or something.
Their house was like the whole front of their house and front yard was shaded by it, and now it's all the brightest sunlight. Like, oh my god! If it was
man.
me, I'd be like, oh no, because their whole house is no longer in the shade. It's
Wow.
brilliant sunshine all around. Yeah. Oh well.
Okay. Um, Grizz looks at you guys and say, well, we either got to go over or find a way around. That's as
Uh,
far as my thinking goes.
Are we right on this thing? Like right?
Yeah, yeah, you're
Okay.
basically standing in the intersection, so it's only a few meters away.
So he says, the only way out is through, and then he like starts to climb a little bit, and then you just hear him, "Fuck, shit," and he like hopped down after like going up 3 feet, and he's like, "We'll go around."
Um, all right. Well, Grizz just shrugs and starts walking north again to one of those cross alleys or whatever.
All right.
And he's going to look down the alley to see if there's a way to the east.
Yeah, it's an east cutting alley that cuts through cuts through to it looks like probably a street on it. Make an observation roll.
Do I have to?
You said so.
Uh, oh, look at that. That's ridiculous.
What the hell are the odds? Well, I know what the odds are, but that's not the point.
Pretty low.
Wow.
Oh man, that's awesome.
There. So it's the alley goes about 40 meters, and it looks like it opens up on the far side. Cuts between several rows of buildings. There's a couple of doors that are spaced throughout the alley uh, that are kind of half open. And because of Grizz's amazing, absolutely incredible powers of observation, um, you actually maybe I don't know. Maybe the light catches it somehow. You notice about just about 10 meters in, there's a tripwire. I mean, that's the way you would define it. You're a Marine after all. But
Oh wow.
there's a line that stretches across the alley. The alley's only like 2 meters wide. It's very narrow. It's basically wide enough for two normal people or one Grizz to walk down it. And there's but about 10 meters in, there's a line stretched tight about 6 inches from the ground. Probably easily avoidable now that you know it's there, but
Just walk
Yeah.
through it. You can take it.
Well, we know what improvised booby traps look like. Is this a trap or is this an
oh,
early
it's
warning thing?
definitely some sort of improvised tripwire.
Does it
Now,
go to an explosive or an early warning device or what?
Well, good
from here
question.
you couldn't tell. Yeah.
All right, so let's.
Grizz, you do have a stunt. I don't know what you want to do with that, or if you want to bank a +1 for your next observation.
What is the skill for diffusing this?
Ooh, it would probably fall under heavy machinery.
Heavy machinery. I have a 3 total, including strength, so that's not
a
going to be me.
0. Oh well, yeah, 3 total with
Well,
strength.
Grizz is going to walk up towards the tripwire
Okay.
and stop. And the observation stunt, I know it's the observation stunt, the second one. Are there more of them close by? I guess that might apply. Does he see any other tripwires or traps?
Not in the alley, no.
Okay.
But yeah, it absolutely would have applied. Yeah, but no, you don't see anything else.
But the alley, since it's an alley, it goes a certain distance, and then what does it do? Run into another building, or does it look like it empties
No,
onto a north-south road up there?
The far end empties out onto a road. Yeah.
Okay. Uh, trying to figure. This is glue. All right.
Eh?
I, with my crappy powers of observation, I'm not really the one that's best to be point, but
Well, who has the highest, just before we
Grizz,
do anything, who has the highest heavy machinery stat combined with strength?
mine's a 6.
Mine's a 3.
Mine's a 3. Jim?
3.
Okay.
All right.
Who has the best observation? I have a total of 7 combined.
8.
I've got what was my answer?
You've got 8, Kyle?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I've got 6.
Okay,
2.
Kyle, how about if you okay, so let's step away from this thing so we don't all die. And we can do security anyway, because this could be a trap, just an empty wire while we sit here. It's 4 guys staring at it. We could just get jumped. So let's pull security. Let's pull security. Let's back away, and let's have Kyle go up there and investigate it with his observation. And then when he finds out, then maybe Grizzly will have to defuse it.
All right. Well, Grizzly's going to Grizz is gonna let you know that the best thing to do with any trap is avoid it, even though he only has a wits of 2. Um, I was just thinking of stepping over the wire and continuing up.
Well, truly, that's a good idea, except we may have to come out here with our hair on fire because we're taking rounds. So I don't want to leave an active trap behind us when we may have to run out of here and forget that we left it behind us. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. I'm just thinking we're still probably 10.9 clicks away from where we want to be. So whatever.
We could avoid this alley too.
Well, I'm
We
just
could.
not sure where this is going to end. You know what I mean? Like we've just walked into this mysterious thing where it says no noise and there's nobody and there's barricades. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, that's fair. But is it worth someone making a bomb defusal check or whatever?
Well, I thought we had no other way to go.
We got chem lights, right? Why don't we just mark it?
Well, we do have chem lights, but is there how where would we go if we can just? Oh, you're talking
Oh,
about when you say avoid, you mean just walk over it, literally?
it's a wire. It's a tripwire
Okay.
6 inches off the ground or whatever. But the thing is, if you don't want to go that way, we can go back to the main street, the north-south street, and go north again till we find another alley. What we're trying to do is get east, and
Well,
there's
let's
a
figure out
barricade in the way.
because an observation check doesn't mean he's screwing around with it. Let's at least
Right.
see what
Correct.
this thing does. Let's see if this is just something that a trained military person set up or just some civilian set up. Like, what is this? Is this like attached to a couple of cans, or is
Okay.
this like
Well,
attached to
it
like?
doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt to look, does it?
All right, nobody's got to like. Yeah,
Well, you say that, but I'm about to go observe a bomb. So
just don't
Okay.
step on the wire.
So you guys are keeping an eye out while he just goes and sees what it goes to?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Very good.
all right, so you guys like stand back, and Patch makes a little bit of a fuss about this, and he's mumbling as he goes up, and then he goes up fairly close and observes and tries to see the mechanism here.
Make your observation roll.
Okay, looks like 2 successes.
All right, very good. So you've got a stunt we can talk about in a minute. So the wire is pulled tight. It goes across the alley, and it goes into a half-open doorway. All the doors that you've seen are the motorized ones like you've seen in the movie, right? No normal doors. And it goes into a half-open doorway, and it looks like it feeds through a metal loop that's been screwed into the floor and goes up.
All right. So I relay this information through the comms, and then I think as the stunt, I'd like to use the how do I get past?
Okay.
Mhm.
Well, that's easy. You can step over it.
Oh, okay.
No, but it whatever it does, it should be relatively easy to disarm as long as you can keep tension on the wire. Not sure what it does because the wire goes out of view. You'd have to follow it into the building.
All right, I relay this information, and he says, Longshot is right. We don't want to be tripping on this on the way out. Okay, and he says, Oso, come here. I keep tension on the wire. You disarm it, easy peasy.
And then what are you going to do? If you're holding the wire and you have to keep tension on the wire, how are you going to let go of it so we can continue walking? I'm
That's
not
what you're
the
gonna do.
I'm not the brightest guy in the world, but
Well,
all right. So
Well,
that's
you
what
could
I do,
probably,
ease tension.
yeah. I mean, you guys would have enough experience with this type of thing, being who you are and everything. I mean, once you're able to actually disarm the, clip the wire itself so that the tripwire is no longer there, it'd be probably as simple as tying it off to keep the tension on it.
yeah,
So,
well, that was the plan.
yeah.
I was just being facetious with Mr. Patch here.
Oh, I got you. My apologies.
All right, so I assume that then this would be a heavy machinery roll.
Heavy machinery and give you +1 die because Patch is actually helping you.
Okay.
Stitch, your motion tracker's going off.
I
Oh,
failed.
shit.
Oh,
It's
shit.
starting to ping.
Oh,
Yeah, it's starting to ping. Would you
I'll
like to push
push.
the roll? Okay.
Yes.
So on your character sheet, you need to add a point of stress manually, and then
Just did.
re-roll heavy machinery.
did I say I was assisting? I meant I was 60 feet back.
Okay, a success, but you panicked. Now, make your panic check, but it's should be impossible to do anything other than hold it together.
Right.
Is there a panic roll on the character sheet somewhere?
I'm looking. There used to be a panic button that you clicked on.
Yeah.
Would it be above stress? Is that it? Right next to it? Do you click that? Yeah, that's a panic roll. Is the
Yeah,
Oh,
I
okay.
just pushed the little
Yep, and it
box
rolled
next
a
to
two,
stress
and it
level.
added your one stress, so you're keeping it together. So as you're trying to disarm this thing, you hear Stitch's motion tracker start to beep behind you, and it distracts you, causes you a little bit of trouble. But you hold it together, you get the thing clipped and tied off. Stitch, the movement is coming from from the east, from the direction the alley's headed, and at the extreme range of the motion tracker. So it's well on the far side of the alley, maybe even on the other side of the street, or in one of the over near one of the buildings on the far side. It's a good distance off.
I got movement east of here at max range. There's something out in front of us.
So that's dead ahead.
Dead ahead.
All right, defensive positions. Are they finished with the wire?
Yeah,
All right, let's take defensive positions. We're ready.
You said there were some doorways along here. Are they closed or open?
they're all like half open.
Is it moving towards us, or is it? Did you say that, or is it?
No, it was moving. It was moving. Well, it moved into the range, so you're not sure
Right.
what direction it came from. And it was moving north for a moment, and now the motion stopped.
So the motion. So it ceased detecting motion, or
Correct.
the okay. So it did. It didn't look like it was headed towards us.
No.
No, and I said it looks. Contact is headed north, not towards us.
All right. Well,
Roger that. So where does this wire go inside this building?
it
It
Oh,
goes
it
upstairs.
went through a doorway and then it went through a loop and then went straight up.
Straight
yeah.
up the ceiling, right?
Yeah, if you
Yeah.
peek your head inside, it goes through a hole in the floor up to another level.
So
Probably
what's
an explosive to collapse the alleyway if it gets tripped.
Could be blow the buildings to
it could be
cave
an
in and
alarm,
block
and
it.
there could be some people up there.
We don't want to run into any people.
I just don't want to leave people in our backfield, man. Like hostiles behind us.
Uh, I get that, but are we going to clear every building for 11 clicks?
No, but we just walked up on a tripwire.
Okay.
Well, they would be ahead of the tripwire instead of behind it if they're going to ambush us. We could be in the building that would collapse if that's what this
Well,
is.
none of these buildings have power, right?
Correct.
So far, what we could see is from whatever light managed to spill through the doorway.
Right. We need to press on.
All right.
All right,
Otherwise, Grizz.
That's
All
my
right.
vote. That's my
Grizz can
vote.
always take out his flashlight and shine it in there, see what else he can see. But I think we need. I think we need to get on with it.
I think somebody set this up and set it up recently, and I think we didn't mean to discover this, but we did, and now we're leaving a big security hole in our flank. So I vote against leaving it. But it's not a democracy. It's up to you, Patch.
Yes. Squad
All right.
leader.
So he like forgets that like he's in charge, right? And and he like double takes and he's like, "What? Oh, see, uh, and you want to eliminate this potential hostile? Is that it?
I want to know what's at the end of it.
Oh, at the end of the cord.
Yeah, I want to know what we're walking past.
All right. Then he nods and he says, "Okay, long shot. Upstairs."
Long shot moves. Where are the stairs?
Stairs are on the other side of a room. As you look inside, it's pretty dark in there. So, do you have a flashlight? Does Longshot have a
Yes,
flashlight? You're going to
he
need
does.
that to see.
All right. Well, he's trying not to use it, but
I think as you get across the first level, you're okay. The stairs are on the far side of a of a of a of a room. It looks like an old office. There's drawers pulled out. There's papers everywhere. Everything looks old and dust covered. But there are stairs that go up on the far side of the room.
all right. Well, he's checking the stairs for booby traps. He's moving very slowly.
I will
Okay.
watch his back. You two, you know, shack up here in the doorway while we check this out.
Roger.
Okay.
All right.
Longshot's got his weapon pointed up the stairs, but he's also scanning the stairs for wires and pressure plates and things like that.
Sure. Make an observation roll, long shot.
Excuse me. All right, here it comes. I don't have anything for that, so it's just a straight.
Okay. One success. No, everything looks clear.
All right, he'll move to the landing and he'll signal Patch behind him with his hand that
Okay.
it's clear up to this point.
All right. The stairs turn and continue up. And as you move up, they're not made out of wood. They're made out of they're it's all prefab plasteel stuff. You get to the top, and it's dark up here. There's no windows.
All
But
right.
he has his flashlight, right?
Yep. Flip on the flashlight.
All
Tactical
right.
light, and I guess we kind of go back and forth, clearing.
Yeah. So
As we
whoever's
go.
using the flashlight, make a power roll on your flashlight, please.
Will do.
High beam flashlights, I think, have a power of 5 to start. Okay, you're good. You spot the hole in the floor where the cord comes up through, and as you trace it upwards, you see that there is a hole in the ceiling that actually looks. It's kind of where the ceiling meets the wall. There's a little bit of a hole there, and there's just a little bit of the natural lighting coming through from outside, and there is a flare gun pointed through the hole, like aiming up into the sky, and the cord's wrapped around the trigger to the flare gun.
Eh,
So it is a signaling device.
Signal.
And is that a
Very-
military grade
No,
flare gun?
it's something very civilian or commercial.
Okay, so this is an ad hoc, like civilian hack job warning
Absolutely.
system. Okay, we can leave. So
All right.
somewhere there's people hiding, and they have eyes on
or
this.
there were.
Yeah, or there were, and they have eyes. They had or have eyes on this building.
So we
So-
relay this through comms and then head back down, unless anyone wants a flare. Great flare.
Just
Well,
take
we can use a flare.
All right. So you guys regroup and head down the alley.
That's what Grizz wants to do. Keep going. We got to find a way to the
Roger
LaSalle
that.
building.
What's the
Let's
what's the
assume
marching order?
hostiles are in the area.
Well, Longshot, you've got good observation, right?
Yes.
You should continue to lead the group. You don't want Grizz making observation rolls.
Why not?
Yep.
He's
I'll
great.
take-
2 out
I'll
of 2
take-
dice, man.
I'll resume point.
All right. Second, third, fourth.
I'll take fourth.
Third.
Yeah, Grizz is going to be second.
Okay, that makes sense. So
Yeah.
Stitch is third in the middle. All right, very good.
So whatever Longshot sees, Grizz can shoot it
All right. So
or stomp it or something.
you move through the alley, and it's it's very hard to see because the buildings on either side kind of block out what little light you have, and you're moving slowly, quietly. Stitch's motion tracker has not made any more noise. There's occasionally there's junk, old boxes or crates in the alley. Nothing you can't avoid easily enough. As you start to reach the end, you can see the street on the other side. It seems to be fairly open, at least what part of it you can see through the narrow aperture of the exit of the alley. There is another message scrawled on a building on the far side of the street, painted in red. It says, shit, I'm sorry. It says, they're out there.
Wow.
So as you
All right,
guys,
so explain to me. We're getting to the exit of the alley. So there's a street running across, like a north-south street, right in front of
correct.
us. And now on the other side of the street, does the alley continue or does it stop? Is that a
No, it
building?
stops. It's solid building on the other side,
All right.
and that's where the message is written. It's kind of spray painted. You assume it's spray painted across a big glass facade of a store of some kind.
So
What
Grizz
does it
asked,
say again?
I typed
they
it
They're
out.
out there.
They're out there.
they are out there.
This is old writing, right?
Yeah, you think?
Well, is it dripping?
No, well, no, no.
Okay.
It's been there for some time. Yeah,
Spray paint, red spray paint kind of thing.
yeah.
Um, well, Grizz is right behind Longshot. He asked Longshot, "Hey, take a look. Take a look to the right down that street. See if we can go that way.
Observation check.
See if we can go south."
Okay, yeah. So, and you guys are maintaining like a group mobility type situation, right? A group stealth.
Yeah, we're
Um,
relatively
I can
together.
roll for that too if you want.
yeah. Well, for group stealth, I need the person with the lowest stealth to roll.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's me, I believe. Stealth. Where is the stealth? It's agility, right?
Yeah, yeah. It's mobility. It's a
Oh,
mobility. roll.
mobility. Okay, yeah.
Be very, very quiet.
we have a rabbit.
No success.
No, well, this is interesting. Okay.
We're hunting wabbits with black
Do you want to push the roll?
horns sticking
Yeah,
out of
let's
it.
push it.
All right.
So
So
you do that. You do what now? You
you need
add
to
one.
you need to click up
Right.
your
Then,
and then just re-roll.
oh,
Okay, a success on the
nice.
stress die. Look at that. Um, and go ahead and long shot. Go ahead and make your observation roll. One success. So as you come to the end, you guys are being very quiet, moving cautiously around some debris as you get towards the end of the alley. Uh, long shot, sticks his head around the corner and takes a quick look. The To the south, the road intersects the east-west road that you got that was blocked by the barricade. It does intersect, and it looks like it's clear. There's a couple. There's a couple old, cars up and down the street that have been there for a while. Um, about a block down, and on the other side of the street, so like two zones away, there is a figure. There's a person standing on the sidewalk on the far side
Contact.
of the street. What's that? Oh, contact.
Contact.
Yeah. Looking, looking through a big glass facade of a building, just standing there.
All right.
With
Contact.
with their
Single
back
figure
to
on
us.
foot. How far away?
It would be what we consider medium range. It's two zones away, so it's down the block and on the other side of the street.
What are they? Just civilian?
Um,
Ooh.
I mean,
How is it dressed?
it dressed in ratty, torn up clothes.
Civilian clothes, that is.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be anything military by any means.
Is it armed? Is this infantry or is this just like a survivor? Does he have weapons?
Not that you see.
His hands are empty.
Yeah.
And he's just looking in a storefront window, like, I bet the wife would love those shoes.
Yeah, he's just standing there, not moving at all.
Oh God!
Not moving at all. Okay, let's
And
just
start
observe.
running at us.
Let's just observe. Yeah.
Yeah, observe and give him a wide berth.
What's his face like? What's his expression?
You
His
can't see. He's turned away from
what's
you.
his affect? Is he just like standing there, like swaying, or is he like look like he's concerned for his environment, like he's casting about himself, like
No,
somebody you would expect?
as you watch, he's really not moving at all. And then after a moment, he leans forward, like up against the glass, puts both hands up on the glass, like he's looking through the window at something.
The fuck is going on over there? So can we improve our concealment?
There's really not much cover outside of the alley.
All right, so we'll just stay here. He is not aware of us at all.
No, not at this point.
All right, boss man, what do you want to do? This guy
Well,
doesn't see us, but he also is acting really weird.
I say we
cross the
get this
danger
guy.
zone.
What's that?
Said cross the danger zone. Have long shot put his scope on the civilian and move across one at a time till we leave his observation area.
All right,
I do.
I like that recommendation. And
Hold it. Where? Say that again.
Said
Long shot will keep his scope on him.
just to cover him, and we're going to move across the open area one at a time until we reach the other side, and we're gonna...
And then what? Because the alley doesn't continue. That's
Right.
building front.
Well, I
Oh,
think
there's a building, so it's just a long
Yeah, but-
street with nothing.
It's a
right?
north.
Well, we are trying to get to that other road that was barricaded. I just assumed that's what you meant, is to get.
That's what I meant when I said take a look to your right. So what we've got is we're at the end of the alley that dumps on a north-south street, but it's solid buildings across from us. The alley doesn't continue. So
But
we have
Is
so we
this
have
right
to turn.
between us and the street that goes around the barricade, or is it the other direction? So,
Sorry.
in other words, can we blow this guy off and go to that street that's been barricaded, or is he between us and that street?
No, you just have to sneak past him.
Okay, so we have to cross the street. That's ostensibly because he's got his back turned.
Right.
So he's on our side of the
No,
street,
no,
right?
he's on the other side of the street.
Oh, so we can just stay on the near side and just sneak by.
Right.
That's
If
what
I
I'm
could make that roll.
Yeah.
How
that's
far
fine.
away is he? Did you say?
Medium range, whatever.
Yeah,
That is.
Okay.
2 zones away. So he's not far, but he's not right on top of you either.
Does that rifle you have a suppressor on it, or is it a
Negative.
no? Fuck. Okay.
Why don't we put long shot, put a beat on him? The three of us will head down the street, and then we'll cover your advance up.
Okay, roger that.
All right. All right.
I will
very good.
aim. I will first get myself a nice shooting position if there is one. The back of a car or something stable.
Right. All right. So I will basically count that as if you having taken the aim fast action. If you end up shooting, you'll get +2 dice.
The civilian is fucked.
All right. So
Second.
so the other three
Sorry.
of you are going to look to sneak by.
Oh boy.
So I need one of those group mobility rolls from the
Ooh
person with the lowest
boy.
mobility.
So that's me.
It's tense. I feel like I need nap relief in real life.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna come on.
Hopefully this isn't
Ah,
reflected.
nice.
Oh, wait, that's great. You made it.
Wow. So you
great.
have 2 successes. That gives you a stunt. I do have to make a roll. Hold on. You may not have a roll. You may not have a stunt. Give me one moment. Hold on. Where's my? There it is.
I love it that all our group stealth checks fall on the guy with the lowest stealth.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's so brutal.
Gosh.
Pretty-
I am-
Screamer.
Look at that.
Screamer.
I am
Inside
s-
information.
I am so blind. Yeah, you whatever he's doing, he's just staring through the glass at something. He seems to lean forward like he's looking through the glass, and then he kind of backs up, and then but he whatever he is doing, he's just attracted to that. But yeah, you guys sneak by no problem. You have a stunt, which
Can you guys see in the glass what he was looking at?
well, that's
That
a
requires an
that
observation.
requires an observation roll.
You guys have a stunt. Maybe you can just.
Well, the stunts for mobility, so you can keep a +1 for the later roll. Giving someone a success doesn't. Oh, giving someone a success in a similar situation. We still need
Oh.
long shot to follow us up, so you could give
Right.
long shot the success.
There you go.
Right.
Perfect.
Okay, very good. Was somebody going to make that observation roll?
We're talking about the mobility, right?
Yeah, we're talking about mobility.
But
No,
I
no,
was
no, no,
talking
no,
about
no.
observation before
Yeah,
that, about you guys seeing if you could see what he's looking at.
right. As we're sneaking by him, someone can observe and see what he sees through the glass, right? Just not Grizz, because he'll see his
Well,
reflection.
it's someone like Patch with an 8 observation or whatever. There he goes.
Okay. All right.
Isaac Delgado.
So, um, yeah, the what he's looking into seems to be some sort of data center or computer center. It's an office of some sort.
He's trying
Um,
to go to work. It's like a
and
zombie trying to go to work. Oh my god.
there's
Oh,
it's sealed tight. Like it's sealed tight. It's completely closed. There's people inside. Um, maybe a half dozen, but it's bizarre. It's bizarre. One of them, they're dressed for work. You know, in the 22nd century suits and stuff, which look shockingly like 20th century suits, but a little different. If you remember Carter Burke's suit in Aliens, um, one of them is just laying on the floor, unmoving. Um, and some of the others are seated. One's kind of leaning back in the chair, just staring at the ceiling. Another is like laying forward with their head on the keyboard. There's like I said, there's about a half dozen people in these various states, and they're completely unmoving.
They're alive.
Whoa.
Well, yeah. I'm not going to give you that information. Uh, now you do have an observation stunt. I don't know what you want to use with that.
I'm gonna bank that one.
Okay, so plus
Yeah.
one on your next observation roll.
Yep.
This is definitely weird. There's no way these people aren't like
I say we give them a
screwed up
wide
in some
berth.
way. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
The strange person bangs on the glass with one hand.
From the outside guy.
Yeah,
When you say bangs on the glass,
like he slaps his hand on the glass and it kind of reverberates.
Hey, no noise.
do,
all
do,
right, I'm
do
getting long
you
shots
yell
long shots
that?
on the long shots on the move before this gets out of control.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. And we're posted up covering him.
All right.
So, yeah, so, but, all right, so, we got by this guy. He was south of us, so, um, yeah, we're still trying to make our way to a east-west street so we can go east to
Yeah,
the
it's
LaSalle building.
not quite probably right around a block before you reach that street. And when you look to the right, there's the barricade that you circumvented, and you look to the left, and it's a big wide street that goes on.
Now that's weird. Why would there be a barricade just in one part of the street? Grizz isn't smart enough to figure it out anyway, so he's not going to think about it too much.
We should get out of here before these zombie guys wake up.
Yeah, so Grizz is all for continuing to move east. We got to get to the building. And we only got 24 hours to do everything. Get there, get our shit, get out,
Right.
and hopefully find the Sarge.
And so we're headed up the street.
Right.
The
East.
east.
Correct.
The idea here is that, if we find any more of these groups of odd civilians, we're going to try to give them a wide berth. Patch is
There's
like,
as you continue, just so you know, as you continue, there's more. You find more, just more. More cars. Some of them are just sitting there like they've been there forever and have just rotted away from oxidation stuff like that. But some of the others, like you'll see one that's been burned out. like it was set on fire. There's more trash. Um, you even you even come across you even come across a human skeleton.
I was going to ask if she saw him.
Bones kind
So,
of
This
spread around. It's been there for a while.
so
Cause of
Patch
death.
mumbles a swear under his breath, and he says, "Sergeant, what did you get into?" And and he says, "We keep going. Give a wide berth to these creeps. It'll be a hell of a run back."
All right. Stitch, if you'd make a power roll on your what you call it for me.
Roger.
Thank you.
motion detector.
Thank you. That's what I was trying to say. Very good. All right, you're fine. You guys, it it's kind of uneventful as you're moving up the street. You don't really the motion detector's not going off. You don't really spot or see anything. You do see more graffiti. There's one that says "They hear you." There's one that says "They're listening." It's really kind of creepy. You know, who's the they they're talking about?
This is not so funny now. And he looks. How close are we at this point to this?
You've probably gone 3 kilometers.
Okay. All right. So,
Um,
uh,
do I have a? Ooh, I didn't make a sheet for this. That's okay. I'm gonna have to do this the old-fashioned way. Um, pay no attention to the name on this roll. Of course, you shouldn't pay attention to the names on the rolls anyway. I just need to make a roll, and I just need a character sheet to do it on. Okay. Um,
pay no attention to Alien Queen
that's right. Yeah.
rolling mobility.
Yeah. 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 Okay. Uh, the motion tracker starts to ping again. Um, it is at extreme range, kind of straight ahead and to the left.
All right. What's our orientation to the archive building? Are we pretty much
This road is a almost straight shot to the headquarters, assuming you
okay?
don't run into any other barricades or anything along those lines.
Do I see the distance?
It is at extreme range, so it's at the very edge of the motion detector. Something came into its range. It's probably 3 or 4 city blocks down
Yeah.
Right.
and
So
just to the left.
probably. Um, what
So
would
it's
that
straight
be?
ahead and to the left a little bit north.
Yep.
Probably 300 meters.
Yeah, somewhere in that ballpark. Yeah.
Yeah. Contact 11 o'clock. 300 meters. Is it moving anywhere?
Sorry, say that again.
Is it moving anywhere?
It started to move towards you, and now it's starting to move away. Um,
Relay that to the group.
all right,
Okay.
sorry. Um, it's I mean, it's out there. Somebody making an observation roll to see if they see what's out there, or
Oh, it's as such that we would see it far
yeah,
down the street.
yeah,
Okay.
more than
I thought
likely.
maybe it was like in a different, like in a block over or something.
No. It's a. You're pretty sure based on it's just a ways down the road.
Yeah, since I called out the contact,
Maybe on the left side of the street or
Yeah, exactly.
that kind of thing.
I might not
It's
have
not.
been quite clear in my description.
since I
Well, you
called out,
said a little to the left.
yeah, it's probably on the left side of the street maybe.
Yeah.
So yeah, since I called it out, Patch could do his observation since she's got the best.
All right, go ahead. Oh wow.
Wow.
Holy shit.
Wow.
Um.
I see you when you're sleeping.
So yeah, exactly. So you have
Wonder Woman.
two stunts. We gotta figure out what you want to do with those. Um. You
Oh,
see
I
if
didn't even add in my bank. That's
okay.
funny.
Well, roll 1d6 for your bank, would you?
All right. What is it? 1d. Is this the macro? Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Nothing. So you when he calls it out, you look up the street and there's a small figure wearing dark clothing kind of emerged from an alley
Hmm.
and looked right at you guys, ducked behind a car.
All right. So he calls out. He calls out contact, and then like takes takes like cover with whatever is like adjacent, and like points himself in the direction of what he's seen, and then relays this information to the team.
Okay.
Does Longshot? Do you have a silencer on this weapon or space silencer?
Negative. You're the
All right.
second person to ask this session.
So we are okay.
My gun goes boom.
Yeah, everyone's gun goes boom, and we've got
You have two. You have two. What you call it? It's two stunts.
2 stunts. Okay.
Is one of those muffled gunshot?
No.
No,
Is he
damn
Not an
it.
coming for me? Are
observation.
there more of them close? Let's say, are there more of them close by?
No.
And can I bank the other one?
Yeah. Bank the other one
Okay.
for a +1. You bet.
Yep.
Done.
All right. So, he calls this out, single contact, and approximate distance,
Yeah, about 200 meters.
200 meters,
Yep.
blah, blah, blah. All right. And then I say we rush them, and if they see if we can capture them. If not, if they retaliate,
I got an idea.
yeah,
Let's try to make contact
let's do it.
because I think if this guy was hostile, he would have shot us or done something.
Right, right.
So I think this might be a survivor, and maybe we can find out what the hell's going on here.
Are there any kind of like bio filters or anything on these helmets? Is there any kind of like
No.
quarantine shit? Okay, all right.
Yeah.
What if he is sick, friend?
Is he still looking at us?
He definitely saw you.
Is there a chance he's still looking at us?
Possibly. You want to make an observation roll?
Sure.
I mean, we can go for it. Just this dude could be sick.
Well, right now it's just observation, right? We're not
Yeah.
making.
Right.
All right. Let me see. So,
What's that clicking sound? Clicking sound gone. Clicking
no,
sound.
I hear clicking.
Yeah. Yeah, you see just the very light reflection out of a pair of eyes, kind of peering over this car, looking at you guys. You do have a stunt. You can look at that. But yeah, whoever it is, they're looking at you, and then they kind of duck back down behind the car.
All
Well,
right,
let's get up there and try to
I'll wave
talk
first.
to him. But
I'll wave like I'm trying to get his attention. Hey.
No, there's no reaction. You do have a stun also. Be
I
aware
will
of.
bank the success.
That's fine. All right. Yeah, there's no reaction to you trying to get the person's attention.
all right, let's advance and go get him.
What do you mean by that?
I mean, let's try to surround him. I mean, if he's an unarmed civilian and he's not going to come to us, we'll come to him. And I mean, we can talk, but let's keep our distance because what if he's infected with some kind of zombie virus?
Then maybe just you and me should try to move up there while these guys cover us.
All right.
But we
Well,
should try
hold on
to.
one sec. So I've got the best empathy. I think I got a 5
You do.
manipulation. Maybe long shots would stay back and cover us with his rifle and move up.
That's fine. But I think whoever should go
I
up
have a
there should go
question.
up there
Hold
without
it.
their weapon drawn on this guy and try to, I mean, if you like rush him with your weapons drawn,
No,
I
no,
have
I
a,
didn't think that.
I'm just letting you know. Be careful going up there. You might be vulnerable going up there. In other words, you're switching places with me. But I was going to go up there without my weapon drawn. So,
Oh, right. I wouldn't do that either. But you're a
um,
better shot, obviously.
you might, yeah. Well, I assume. I don't know. Maybe I'm not.
Well,
okay.
range of combat, I got
What is
one.
your manipulations roll? Empathy plus manipulation.
7.
Mine's 9.
Really? Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, what? How's that
Huh?
How did
possible?
that happen?
It shouldn't be 9. Oh, there's a fat finger on my manipulation score.
There very much is. Your
What is it?
manipulation, sir, is 0. So your
Okay,
total roll is a 3.
good. I'm just looking at it and I'm going, you can't have a 6.
Nope.
Yeah, well, manipulation through intimidation.
All right, good. Yeah. All right.
Manipulation through intimidation.
Yeah.
I love it.
All right. So that was a fat finger.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. Because as soon as I looked at it, I went, wait a minute. All right. All right. So let's see you guys do your stuff, man.
All right, Longshot takes Overwatch position.
Okay.
First
All
sign
right.
of this guy pulling any kind of hardware on my team, I'm gonna scrub him.
All right. So Stitch is approaching. Is it Stitch and Patch, or is it just
And
Stitch?
Patch, yeah.
Okay, Stitch and Patch. All right. So, and you guys are approaching no weapons drawn, right?
I just slinged, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Um, so as you guys start to move in, you probably cross half the distance, and then the figure pops out from behind the car. They're not very big. Whoever they are, they're 5 feet tall tops. Pops out from behind the car and goes charging back up an alley away from you guys.
It's a child. Take it out.
Yeah.
All right, it goes running up an alley, huh?
Yeah.
All right, and this is just kind of like a person in rags. There's this
Yeah.
civilian, like,
Can't really get a good glimpse of them. They're covered in all sorts of raggedy clothing.
all right,
You would chase them up to the
100
alley.
meters away, right?
Yeah.
So this is not.
It's a football field.
I'd have to shout, right?
Yeah.
Or let it go.
Yeah.
I'd have to let it go.
All right. So he,
100
Let it go.
yeah, yep. He says, "Let him go, amigo. Let him go."
All right. Grizzle, come up, catch up with you guys. So we're you guys gonna chase after him?
Looks like the gato is out of the bag, eh?
Yeah, just enough to see the going down the alleyway first, just to see the destination.
Well, if we get up there, can we see him in the alley, or is it's long gone?
No, if you catch a glimpse of them as they go into a doorway, go through a door on the far end of the alley.
All right. So Grizz is going to reach into his pack and pull out one of his food rations, whatever it is, whatever. We
Yeah.
never talk about food. We just say food.
Yeah, I'm not worried about it.
So I'm going to lower my food ration by 1. I don't even know if it's a full ration, but anyway, I'm going to take like an energy bar or something. Let's just call it that. Inside the wrapper.
Yeah.
And he's going to fling it down the alley and let it slide up towards the door and start moving on.
Okay.
He's not too bright, but he's got an idea that this is probably a survivor. He's just going to say to you guys, I think it's a survivor of some kind.
Not for
And-
long.
And
Yeah, but survivor of what is what I want to know.
they're going to come. The only way that we're going to talk to them is if they come to us. They're obviously too fast for you guys. So let's continue. Maybe a little goodwill, and If they're hungry enough, maybe they'll come for more food. Maybe we can get some answers if they come to approach us. We
Okay.
just got to prove we're not going to hurt them. Of course, we may still hurt him, but he
Right.
doesn't know that.
Right.
Anyway,
No,
so he's already done it. He's already flung the food down there.
okay. Yeah, there's nothing happens.
Well, I wouldn't expect it that they would come out until after we vamoose, as Patch might say. Um, Actually, it would be we leave vamonos. All
Actually,
right, vamoose is actually a Texican perversion of vamonos.
You know, I never realized that actually. That's funny.
makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Actually, there is a reaction.
I was thinking of that the other day. Is when we call a girl a chick, is that a bastardization of chica?
Probably.
Is that where that
Hard.
came from?
I don't know.
I was thinking about
That's
that the other
that's
day.
really buried deep in the lexicon.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you got a
But it
you know,
seems really plausible, right? Because chica is a girl and chick
but
is
in Britain
Maybe.
they
Yeah.
bird. They call
Yeah.
women, young women, birds.
That's fair.
That's true. An interesting etymological question.
Going down that rabbit hole.
Uh, we,
All right,
Just,
so
Go ahead.
what you
just
were
so
saying?
You said there was a reaction.
just so you are aware, it does not appear that the word chick is an etymological derivation of the word chica. It is likely a shortening of the word chicken referring to birds. As per the,
Interesting.
Oh, and women were often considered okay. Were
yeah,
referred to as birds. All right.
as
Nowadays,
per
a
the
chicken is
Oxford
totally
Dictionary,
different.
it became common around the 1920s.
Nice. Now
So
we know.
yeah, hey,
Wow.
And and
educational time.
the other thing was I was going to suggest at one point that we double time it to make some distance towards the building, but double timing would make noise, right? If we're marching double time, but it turns out, did you know there's an exact definition of what double time means?
I did not know this.
It's a marching cadence of 180 30-inch steps per minute.
Huh.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me at all because marching is a certain speed, so double time
Right.
Right.
must be something specific. Just like rowing, same thing.
Yeah. I just thought it was interesting. That's very specific. 180 30-inch steps per minute, which, by the way, if someone's just jogging, typical person, their stride is around 30 inches for a
Oh wow.
jog. And 180 per minute is 3 per second. That's pretty good pace. Anyway, I have to get out my calculator to see how many miles per hour that is or how many miles per minute, but
Well, Patch has no interest in going double time. We're going
no,
that
and well, neither does Grizz because it'll make noise.
right.
So anyway, but can we move on?
Yeah. So you threw this protein bar or whatever, and I'm sure it's in a crinkly shiny wrapper. It hits the ground, it slides. Um, there is some motion down at the end of the alley. It comes out of the doorway that the figure disappeared into. Um, uh, Someone comes out of the alley, and just your first reaction is it's not the same person. This person is taller,
Huh.
and it's way down at the end of the alley, and it's kind of dark down there. So this figure stands over the energy bar, kind of looks down at it, hunches down and picks it up. Um, and then you get the distinct impression that it's looking right at you.
Yeah, I was going to say since it wasn't the same person, I don't want to stand in the alleyway.
Um, so
Oh,
as you look, this individual's in a kind of a colony standard jumpsuit that's torn and raggedy and worn, and it's filthy, and it's got stains all over it. Um, their hair is long and matted and ratty. Um, hard to get a lot of final details other than that, but I am going to tell you one detail, and that detail is I'm drawing initiative cards for you guys.
Uh,
Whoa. Okay.
sorry, guys. I screwed the pooch on that
Kyle,
one.
you are an 8.
Whoa, crazy.
Okay.
Sharif, you're a 5. Stitch, you're a 6. Longshot is a 4. And of course, the enemy draws a 2.
What did
Oh,
you say
nice.
Grizz was? What was mine?
Grizz is a 4. So Grizz is first of the players. Um,
Do we get
so,
any bump for like being in a prepared like, shooting? Because we were overwatching. Do we get any kind of bump?
well, I don't think your first reaction would have been to fire at this individual that comes out.
No, no,
So,
No.
not at all. But if they're going to get hostile, because I'm looking at them through my scope.
I mean, I'm definitely going to give you, if you choose to shoot, I'm definitely going to give you a free aim on it. I
Okay,
think
gotcha.
that's more than fair.
10-4. Thank you.
No problem. Unfortunately, I don't have an image for this, but that's okay. So we are,
Did you generate the cover, Marty?
yeah,
Yeah, that's good. That's
um,
pretty good, right? For
yeah.
like
It
generating.
wasn't
Oh,
bad.
yeah.
I
Oh,
really
yeah.
wish the helmets had been open. It kept doing, these sealed off helmets
Yeah.
with the glowing eyes, but I couldn't really get anything better than that. So
And then the guy in the back has no glowing eyes. But if you tried to tell it, make the guy's eyes glow, you would get like
yeah, yeah.
something.
You get
actually,
something really weird.
that has significantly improved recently.
Has it? Oh, good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Major failing of.
I was making a GM screen a couple weeks ago, and I was like, fix the hand,
What?
and it would fix it.
Well, and if you wanted to spend several hours, you could go in and manually clear out the pixels, and then maybe take your renderings of the guys and clip part of the face and paste it in there. It would
Yeah,
take some time.
For sure.
Who has that kind of time?
not putting that
At
kind
least
of
you
time
don't.
together. The figure comes charging down the alley
Right at us?
right at you
Wow.
and attacks Stitch with an improvised melee weapon. He's wearing some sort of glove that has that kind of has these like shards of glass sticking out of it, and that's what he attacks Stitch with. He did succeed. He did 1 damage. I need to check one thing. Is this a? I don't recall. I think the improvised melee attack. Um, yeah, the improvised melee attack. It's not. So 1 damage. Stitch, roll your armor.
Shit, hold on. Sorry, go ahead and say that again.
Roll your armor.
Oh, okay.
No successes. So you take 1 point of damage and gain 1 point of stress as these glass or metallic claws kind of find an exposed spot on your arm or something along those lines. Up close, this individual is rather terrifying. Teeth are sharpened down to points. Just exposed parts of the skin have like designs, just random things like carved into them. Couple open sores. And seems utterly mad and crazy. That was my turn. Grizzly, your turn.
Okay. Um, okay.
This guy came out of the same place that the 5-foot tall
Yep.
person came out of.
Yep. Um, all right. I guess I got a question. I got a pretty good close combat number. I've got an 8, 5, and 3. My question is, this is a game mechanic. If I want to punch the guy in the face with my fist, what kind of damage does that do?
One damage, and then any stunts can increase the damage by one.
Okay. Now my combat knife does 2. So I assume I can use a fast action to. A knife is a small item, so I can use a fast action to pull a knife, right?
Sure.
So decisions. Did he utter anything? Did he make any noise?
Kind of a hissing scream.
Oh, how loud was the scream?
Not very.
Oh, good.
Take him out.
So, so, all right. So, I'm gonna I'm gonna pull my knife and attack with my combat knife.
All right. Very good.
And when I do it, I say, "The sign said, be quiet."
All right. Roll your close combat, sir.
Uh, do I just click on the box next to the combat knife?
I don't know if it works. You can try.
Let's see if it works.
Oh, yeah, it did work. Okay. Very
Okay.
good. So you do 2 damage, and you've got two stunts.
Which I can put into damage,
You
right?
can if you like. Yeah.
Might as well.
Okay. Um, so uh, that takes it out. Grizz, what is your what? How does that look?
Oh, he's trying to quickly dispatch it without making too much noise. So it's a quick uh, slash, uh, right across the neck.
Yeah. Yeah. It you get that kind of that arterial spray thing go on, and it gurgles as hands go up to its throat, and it falls down and dies. It.
Oh,
Wow.
now I have another question about a game mechanic because I didn't think of it till it was too late. I've already slashed him. So let me ask another issue about game mechanic. If I wanted to like punch him with the idea of subduing him, how does that work in the game?
So there's no real non-lethal damage in the game. This is a point of major debate
Okay.
online. The way to handle that would be there because there's no true non-lethal damage in the game. The way to handle that would be to do a close combat roll with the express purpose of subduing and grappling, doing no damage, but
Oh, a
making it
grapple
so that
opponent.
yeah,
Okay.
to make it so that the person can't do anything.
So if you succeed with a grapple, that would be essentially the same thing.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay. So maybe I should have done that because we can't get answers out of a dead person. Okay.
Yeah. Well,
So Grizz just looks at the rest of you and says, "Sorry, guys, I just reacted."
Stitch will search him.
um, odds and ends
Mhm.
like small pieces of metal, shiny objects, stuff like that. Um, nothing.
No real personal
Grizzly's
items or
protein
anything.
bar. No, nothing at all.
Can I assess his using my medical skills? Can I assess his injuries or modifications or
Sure. Yeah, make him a medical aid roll. We can do that.
medical aid?
2 successes and a panic. Make your panic roll.
I add the stress.
It should do it automatically. If you just hit the panic button, it should do it
Right, right.
automatically.
But I have to add it before I do
Well,
the roll.
you didn't gain a stress.
Oh, I didn't.
No,
Okay,
no, just yeah.
I forget about this.
All right, so you're keeping it together. As you look over this individual, like I said, the teeth were filed down to points. Um, there they there are things, etched in or carved into arms or even on his face. It all looks almost like tattoos, but more of an engraving in the skin itself. Um, and what you thought was a glove with pieces of metal or glass sticking out of it that he attacked you with, they're actually just extrude straight from the flesh of his hand.
Hmm.
Um, uh, it all looks rather self-inflicted, self-modified.
Grizzly, Grizzly looks at him, looks at the guy, says, "He's nuttier than a squirrel turd."
Yeah.
All right, guys. I have a client here in 15 minutes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's 1:45.
Yeah,
Okay.
this
Yeah.
is going to be our stopping point, I think.
Cool. Nice.
So,
Awesome. Good game.
all right, cool.
Good one, guys. Thank you.
Yeah, let's see. Next week is on. I can definitely play. Even though I have a con next weekend, I've got all Thursday afternoon and evening to get ready for it. So,
Okay.
um,
I
so
am 90% chance I will be there. If something develops with my kiddo, I'll let you know. But
that's fine.
um,
If we end up having to reschedule, it is what it is. We'll figure it out.
okay.
All right, cool.
All right. Cool,
See
guys.
you, buddy. See you
Thank
Thanks,
soon.
gents.
See you.